Alright, welcome back to WMAC Now with your host Chuck Stevenson, coming at you with a fight review. So we're going to Honolulu, Hawaii for Bellator 279. We're going to the Flyweight division. Sumiko Inaba coming in at 3-0, taking on Whittany Pyles coming in at 3-4. So Inaba is one of the prospects that I said to keep an eye on for this year in 2022. So I was really looking forward to seeing her return to action, fighting in front of a hometown crowd. So let's go ahead and get into this one. So first round starts. Inaba started circling outside. Each threw a flurry of punches. Pyles managed to keep it at range with her jab, which I thought her jab was pretty decent looking. Another exchange of punches. Pyles managed to take Inaba to the cage, but Inaba immediately grabbed her and just kind of like circled her and brought her down to the mat. But then Pyles smartly used her feet on the cage and pushed off in reverse position, and then both shortly got back up. I think Pyles landed a knee on the way back up, but Inaba managed to punch her way back out of the clinch and circled out. Another exchange of punches there, and I noticed during this latter exchange that Pyles' chin, she was keeping it wide open, like she had it almost sticking right out. And I was thinking that's not good for her. So then they get closer to the center of the cage, and Inaba throws a right hand and then a thundering left hook. Pyles dropped right to the floor. Inaba piled on for two more follow-up punches, and the referee stepped in, pushed Inaba off. So your winner via knockout at minute and 22 seconds of the first round, Sumiko Inaba. Man, I can't deny it. Sumiko Inaba has lightning in her hands. Not only does she punch hard, they're fast. You don't see it coming. She's 4-0 now with 4 finishes. There's a reason I put her on my list of prospects to keep an eye on for this year. I think that there's definitely something special about her. Now, I'm not going to say that she's like a world beater or anything just yet. In fact, honestly, I think that it is time for it is time for Bellator to start giving her a bit of a step up in competition. Mostly she's been fighting girls about the same level, even possibly a step down. It's time for Bellator to give Inaba a real step up in competition there, or at least somebody with a similar record. For things to work on for Inaba, I'd like to see her, more evenly distribute her weight while on top. Pyles was able to reverse that a little too easily. Now, granted, that was a nice effort there by Pyles. I mean, she put her feet on the cage, put all her weight on, and was able to roll Inaba over. But I think had Inaba more evenly distributed her weight, then she'd have been able to manage to stay on top. For Whittany Pyles, she has absolutely to learn to tuck her chin. It was wide open. It was right out there. Now, granted, it wasn't a shot to the chin that took her out. It was a hook. But still, her defense needs a lot of work. For fights to make, so we're not going to worry about Whittany Pyles. I don't think Bellator is going to bring her back for the time being. So let's talk about Sumiko Inaba. So she says she wants to get her name out there and get a number next to her name. I think I have the perfect matchup to get Inaba into the rankings. Take a look at who's at number 10 in the Bellator rankings right now. 4-1, Valerie Lareda. Now, both fighters are young. Both fighters are prospects. But I think if you were to make that matchup right now, I think Inaba would win. I think Inaba has the better overall game. And because Valerie is so well known, it would really put a shine on Inaba for her to get a win over someone like Valerie Lareda. And it gets her right in there at the bottom of the flyweight rankings. So I think Sumiko Inaba versus Valerie Lareda would be a great fight to make. No more bringing in fighters specifically to fight her. It's time for Bellator to put her in there against one of their mainstays, and I think Loretta versus Inaba would be a great fight. Do I think Bellator makes that fight? No, I think they want to protect Loretta some more, and I think they want to continue building up Inaba, so I think they'll avoid matching those two up, but I think that's a great fight for those two. I think it would be really good for those two to face off against each other. Get it done now. Have them face each other early in their careers, and then if they keep on growing and building afterwards, then you can build up to a rematch later on. I think it makes perfect sense. So let's see Inaba versus Loretta. Anyway, those are my thoughts. This was a super fast fight, minute and 22 seconds. Sumiko Inaba knocking out Whittany Pyles in her hometown, improving to 4-0 as a professional. Let me know your thoughts on the fight in the comments down below. If you liked the video, please give it a like, share it as well, and while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe to WMMAC Now, the best, most complete women's mixed martial arts dedicated platform on YouTube. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.